So we wanted to make the idea for our YouTube project video was to interview people who haven't taken 85C and see their opinion of new technology and new media. So I hope you enjoy it. What do you think of when you hear the word new technology?
I think computers, big screens, small devices, wireless, computer chips.
What do you think about when you hear the word Facebook?
Well, Facebook I think is actually good for like many different things. It's not just like a social kind of thing that you just do with your friends. I think Facebook is actually pretty useful. Like you can actually do a lot with it. Not only network and like talk to people that can somehow be helpful to you, but also like it has like good applications like for events and stuff. Like just to keep you updated like on what's going on. It's kind of necessary, I think.
Think about when you hear the word Facebook.
Oh, I think about anger. Facebook sucks basically. It was pretty good up until the point that they decided to add the news feed and the part where they add applications, and then now the people you may know and all that stuff where people can basically stalk you like no other. It's really creepy. It's really annoying. You get about 500 million notifications a day. Basically, it should just burn in hell because now it's worse than MySpace, which was sad because MySpace was already pretty bad and Facebook was kind of a nice one. Now they both suck, so I stopped using it a lot. Yeah, same thing as like how MySpace and all those dirty girls, little 13-year-old girls with not enough clothes on. Yeah, let's not do that on Facebook. But they decided to be 15. That's all I really have. Facebook sucks.
Your favorite uses of the internet?
I find it a good resource, especially specifically like entertainment, like YouTube and this is gonna go on YouTube. Watching movies. Oh, that's a good one. But getting music. Also connecting with people, like networking. Not necessarily networking, like messaging people. Like probably the easiest way to keep in contact with people. And I know a lot of people use it for pornography. I do too. Okay, bye.
Your favorite use of the internet?
My favorite use of the internet is basically with email. I think that if people can't get in touch with me, like if I'm in class or something, the best way is to use email. And it's fabulous because people can send me messages whether they're in another country. A lot of my friends are studying abroad. And or whether they're just hanging out and want to send me a quick little like, here, look at this or something. So yeah.
Technology can you live with and without?
Cell phone, computer, internet. I bet you can't live without a DS.
I can live without a DS, but you?
Elevator. I bet
I don't need an elevator. Probably, you're a free walker.
I am not a free walker. I can't live without lights.
Can you? I could not live without lights. Glasses. I could live without glasses. Contacts.
But that's not technology.
Yeah, it is.
Also,
That is technology.
How is animation crossing the lines with reality?
Well, I think animation's crossing the line with reality in more than one media format. For example, cartoons and other animated feature films such as Toy Story, To Bug's Life, especially Finding Nemo, are starting to mimic real-life actions much more and become more realistic in terms of their animation as well as their acting, as well as video games as well. I think video games become more stylized in how they tell stories. If you play games such as Resident Evil, Halo, the intimate detailing of the animation and the artwork has become such that it's much more realistic, and it gives like the player or the viewer the feeling that they are so immersed that it's actually there and it's actually real. So I think animation's gone through leaps and bounds to actually become more realistic in how it's approached.
Impact of technology on society.
Well, I'd say it does a number of things, and in my opinion, good and bad. a lot of the good things that technology does. I mean, especially say in fields like the medical field, it allows us to do procedures more easily and securely without infections and those things successfully. So I would say technology in those respects are good. I mean, email is the new form of mail, being able to send messages across continents in an instant as opposed to waiting 2 weeks for it to get there, and 2 weeks for reply. So only hearing from people for a month if they're not in the country. But on the other hand, I would say that technology has had its backsets, I would say, or downfalls in the sense that it's depersonalized a lot of society today, and probably made people a little more introverted in the sense that everyone has an iPod. And so on college campus, when you walk into class, you see a lot of people with earbuds sitting in their ears, and so it's hard to talk to them because they can't hear you. Or we have things like Facebook and MySpace, or even just text messaging, which eliminates the need for actual human contact or even voice-to-voice by the telephone. So you lose a lot of that personal and intimate connections there because you can now just send emails, Facebook messages, and those kind of things and just leave it there for someone to come by and read at their later convenience, as opposed to getting together and spending time with one another. I mean, so there's a lot of good things and bad things about technology. But I mean, all in all, I'd say technology is good and it's moved us forward as a society and a culture, and has been a great benefit and indispensable asset to us today.